Hey fam, it's your girl, Aimee J, your personal hype man and friend here today to see how are you doing? What's going on? What is new in your life today? So yesterday I talked about how it's okay for you to not be 100%. And I 100% mean that even today. But after I recorded that, I got to thinking, what if people don't understand when I say you are enough? What does that mean? And some people might be confused. I was confused for a little bit. And so I thought, why not talk about it today? Because it's Wednesday, January 15th. So why not, right? It took me a while to accept the fact that I am enough. And by enough, it means that who you are, as you define yourself, for yourself, is what the world needs. And that's what I mean by enough. People will have their own opinions and thoughts as to who you are. That's irrelevant. That's not important. You can't see it, but I'm waving my hand at that because it's not important. Who you define yourself as is what matters, right? I define myself as a woman, as an Orthodox Christian, as a 39-year-old going on to 40, right? As an Indian, as a Malayali from Kerala, India. That's how I define myself. There are nuances in those definitions, though, right? I'm single. I'm straight. I have these other definitions that, I like softball. I like baseball. I like the Ravens, like the Orioles. These are things that are defining me, and that makes it my definition, and that makes it enough for me. But that's also enough for the world. The world doesn't get to define who I am. I define who I am. And who I define is what is enough for this world, because each and every one of us is unique. There are no two people the same. I don't care if you're a triplet, a quadruplet, or a sextuplet, or whatever other uplets there are, or if you're a twin. Y'all are different people. And I can say that because I'm a twin. I have an older twin sister, and we are identical twins, but we're not identical. We may look alike, but we are different when it comes to the core of us. Look alike, similar interests, but we are different. Our experiences shape us. Our experiences are what help define who we are. But for my experiences, I wouldn't know that I'm a pretty good baker. But for my experiences, I wouldn't define myself as someone who enjoys podcasting. She doesn't do that. She's not a podcaster. She hasn't had that experience, right? That's what being enough is. I continue each day to learn more about myself and define it. But you are the one doing the defining, not somebody else. You are the one who decides who you are, not somebody else. You are the one who is living this life, not somebody else. They are living their own life. So I wanted to come back and just kind of check in with you about that, guys, because it's very important. A lot of us suffer and struggle with our identity and who we are. And I'm telling you, you are the definer of who you are. Other people may want you to be something that you are not. If you define yourself not that way, then you are not that way. And it's tough to hear that. It's tough to say that for some people, but it's true. It's true. Some people don't like to identify themselves by their race. I'm shrugging my shoulder. It's not common, but that's their choice. It's a little different, but that's, again, their choice, right? Some people deny their culture. Some people deny other things. That's their choice. They're not wrong for the choice they make just because you disagree with it. It's their choice. Who they are is their choice. Some things may not be understandable by all. That's okay, because again, It's their choice. And how you choose to define yourself is okay and is enough for this world. So this is a bit of a heavy topic. I'm not going to keep you guys for the whole 10 minutes or anything like that, because you're still awesome. You are still loved. You are still needed. And however you choose to define yourself across the spectrum, across the genders, age, religion, sex, favorite TV shows, whatever, however you choose to define yourself is enough for this world, because that's who this world needs. And the thing I want to make sure you guys understand, just because you define yourself one way doesn't mean you don't stop trying to be the best version of yourself. Being enough doesn't mean you just sit back and let life happen. You try to be the best version of yourself. So even though I'm telling you, you are enough as you are, the way you are, you can still be the best part of yourself, the best version of yourself. It's still important to do that. It's still important to grow and learn. If you choose to define yourself as someone who is lazy and a couch potato and who doesn't do anything, all right, cool. Then be the best lazy couch potato who doesn't do anything. I'm going to still twist it the way I need to twist it, right? The point is, guys, you are still enough. The fact that people want you to be the best version of yourself doesn't change the fact that you are enough as you are. You may not be good at one thing, but you could be good at something else. All right? Life is about learning those things. You aren't limited to the definition of a 39-year-old female Indian Orthodox Christian. That I am more than that. I may be enough at who I am, but I am more than just that definition. And you have to get to know me to know what that means. All right? So keep that in mind. Remember, you are awesome. You are loved. You are needed. And again, you are enough as you are. That's straight from your friend and your personal hype girl. All right? Till next time, which is tomorrow, when we check back in, don't forget, keep chasing.